February 19th, 2015. This is the first, did we, oh, no, I guess we did it. We had some meetings and stuff in January. This is the first meeting after the sort of the break from Mardi Gras and everything. I hope everybody had a lot of fun. Um, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. I had a little bit too much fun. Joe Kane Day, I think. Um, well, I guess since Brian's not here, we can't really get a finance update unless somebody else has got the some updated information as far as all that goes.
No, I looked at it the other day, and we had enough money to cover this month and about $50 extra, but
Okay.
we're not bringing in enough a month.
Yeah. Um, is it that we've had some people trail off that were paying before, or is it just that that our costs are starting to rise?
I think it's both.
Both. Okay. Um, we definitely need to, we lost a little bit of steam. Some of that's, definitely a little bit my fault. Haven't been too diligent throughout this month as far as doing meetings and stuff. But um, I guess oh, there's Brian. Let's see if we can. Brian, can you hear us? Brian? All right. He was having some issues last time with his audio as well. Um, so, uh, do we know? I just went and paid mine today, actually, or just now. I was running a little bit late this month. I kind of forgot about it. Um, do we have some people that we need to go kind of remind as far as getting some membership dues in? Has everybody gotten a chance? I'm getting some feedbacks through somebody. I think that's Rick. There we go. Um, do we have? Let me look at the documentation. Are there some people that we can remind to pay some membership dues and stuff this month? Has
I'm
everybody
sure
here?
there is.
Has everybody here paid?
I think I need to pay mine this month. Oh, I'm muted.
Okay.
I think I need to.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Just sit with one.
Yeah, I've got everything muted now.
Yeah, I've created like an infinite loop.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Um, okay, so yeah, Nathan, if you would either sort of after this meeting or pretty soon, if you would go ahead and pay those membership dues and stuff like that. We definitely don't want to get behind for the Delta Bike Shop and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll get that taken care of tonight or tomorrow.
Cool. Appreciate that. One thing that Rick and Brian and I had started before Mardi Gras kind of got kicked off was starting to put in the grid ceiling. We need to probably schedule a day this weekend, or if whenever. I'll probably be available this weekend if somebody wants to meet me down there, and then we can try and do a little more work on trying to get the rest of that grid ceiling up. Is anybody going to be available Saturday or Sunday?
I won't be around Saturday. I might be able to come Sunday. This weekend.
Okay.
I don't know about.
I should be able to put in time Saturday.
Okay. What time would you like to meet down there, Dana?
Uh, hmm, I don't know. I'd say 10.
10? Okay, that sounds good to me. Um, all right. Well, cool. We'll go ahead and get that done, and try and get a little more work done on that.
What's been done on it?
The only, I mean, to be honest, all we really did, I mean, the hardest part, we actually got. Rick had his wall-mounted laser leveler, and we went around the room. I don't know if you guys are there. You might see some little pin marks on the brick. They're kind of faint,
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah, yeah. You can see them.
we actually it was pretty amazing. We doing that wall mounted laser leveler by hand, we actually went all the way around the room and came and matched up perfectly on the fourth corner. So that ended up actually not working out too badly. We've got a lot of the materials to put up are stored in the main area behind the couch. If you guys look back there, we've got all the sort of stuff that mounts on the wall, and then the cross beams laying on the floor back there. So that's the main thing. Rick, what were we looking for as far as anchors? Do we need to get some hardware?
Yes, I was going to go and get the some of those concrete screws that we had used before for hanging up those gang boxes,
Uh
and
huh.
look at using those to hang up the ones on the brick.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
I don't know any other way of doing it. Do you?
Yeah, the thing I talked before was using the main tees, and the manufacturer says you can hang a main tee next to a masonry and use that.
A main tee.
I think
Yeah, main tee.
I think what he's saying, Dan or Rick, is that we can basically hang the some of the crossbars and then build off of those instead of trying to do it all the way around the edge. Is that correct, Dana?
Yes.
That does seem. I mean, it was rather difficult for us to do the ones that we were doing in the drywall, and that's not even getting into the concrete and the brick, and that a lot of that brick's going to be extremely soft.
Well, the
And
thing
we,
is, yeah, the old brick stuff is gonna crumble, and that's just gonna crumble apart. And
So you just want
that's why before they had that 2x4 up.
right.
yeah,
Just looking at just hanging them, hanging
Yep.
the center ones.
So
Okay.
instead of using the L-shaped one, you use the one that's like a T,
yeah.
looks like an upside down T, and you butt it against the wall. You butt the one end against the wall and hang it from the rafter.
All right, then
I
we can
got you.
return. If that works, then we can return a lot of those L's and get some more of those cross tees.
Yeah, and I think
Mhm.
it's like it's like $5 or $10 more a piece, but the advantage is not having to drive 80 screws into shitty brick.
Well, yeah, and that those screws are really expensive. So, um, Rick, we did not do you have the receipt for
I probably do. I'll go look for it.
okay.
But I purchased that stuff, so
All right. Do you know if we would would you be able to meet us on Saturday, or are you available at all to or at least to drop off the receipt and all that kind of stuff?
yeah, I guess I was on mute. Yeah, I said I could be there at 10 on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, that's a good. That sounds a little more practical to me than because I can kind of figure how we can do that versus um, trying to do the L shape into the wall. What do we have the wire we need to hang from the ceilings, or do we need to purchase that as well? Oh, I think we lost Rick.
I have a roll of like 16 gauge. I
Okay.
don't know if it's the right stuff though. I'll have to look and see. If not, I can purchase a roll. It's really inexpensive.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just need to know if we need to pick that up, at while we're doing everything else, um, and stuff. So, okay. Well, excellent. That will be definitely be a good project for Saturday. Um, I'm trying to see what else we had on the agenda. I know. Um, definitely want to get. Jeff had mentioned they want to do, I think, some sort of grand reopening um, for the Delta Bike project with all the work and stuff that they've done on the inside um, of the space. Oh, I guess we don't have an agenda up on the. So we need to talk to him and find out when they're kind of doing some of their stuff, and maybe we can sort of piggyback on that and advertise a big open, sort of an open house that will be down there, and then try to have some stuff.
I think doing that, he wanted to do that in the at the Art Walk in March.
The art walk, okay, excellent. That would be great then. I think that would be a good opportunity for us to. Hopefully the weather will be warming up a little bit by then.
Hmm.
So the first art walk is the second Friday of the month.
Right.
Yeah, it's the 13th.
Okay, so yeah, so March 13th. Okay, that should be good because I'm going to be out of town on the 7th, 8th. So that weekend will be good for me.
You're out of town on the 7th?
Yes, I'm going to be doing a kayak camping trip in Aconafina over in Florida.
Okay. Well, that's one of our events at the library. The other one is the weekend after on the 14th.
Okay. Is that one going to be, was that something that we are doing stuff for, or are we just sort of participating?
Yes, we're participating in that. It's a
Okay.
lot like the last events we did, except that it's at the other library.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I won't be available that weekend for that event.
Hmm.
We should really get some classes up on probably the schedule for March as well, to do some advertising for. Nathan or Dana, do you guys, or Brian, Rick, anybody really, does anybody have some workshops and stuff that they'd like to do in March?
I know Rick and I had talked about trying to do some Raspberry Pi embedded Linux stuff, but I know I haven't had
I lost your audio.
You're not muted, are you, Dana?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Rick and I had talked about doing some embedded Linux type stuff, but I haven't had a chance to work on any of it, so March isn't looking real good for it.
Okay.
So
Would you be able to do some 3D printer stuff, Dana?
We don't really have. We've got the 7th and the 13th, or the 7th and the
Yeah.
13th and 14th events, and then I'll be out on that first weekend on the 1st.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think
March
if we're going
bait.
to do any promotion, we could do something with, I don't know, if we try to push more on the retro gaming and say we'll have the pies there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that may be the case. We may just have to sort of, we do already kind of have some stuff going on in March. Maybe do something beginning in April. Brian, did you get your audio worked out?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Do you want to give us a little rundown on the finances and everything?
Sure. I had it all put together before the meeting, and then it got lost. But
That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
Since the last meeting, we had 7 founders level payments made, 1 community payment. That total was $274.93. That brings our bank account up to $498.91. We have outstanding payments this month of rent due next week of $400. Our internet payment will come out towards the end of the month or beginning of March. That'll be $45. That will leave us with $53.91 in the bank
Okay.
account.
All right. And I guess, Rick, can you review the membership roles and all that kind of stuff? And anybody that hasn't paid yet, if you could sort of maybe try and post some reminders and stuff.
Yeah, I did that last month and didn't get very much response. I even talked to a few like Steve Zucker and those, and I don't know if you guys know, Steve Zucker just had a baby, so I
Oh
don't know
no.
how much we're going to see of him. But yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with some of the other guys that have helped us out in the past as well.
All right.
That, and I got a couple of other guys from South that are definitely interested in becoming members, at least for a little while until they graduate. So we've got a few more months with them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're really excited about it. They've been wanting to start something themselves. Didn't know that they had something like this.
Well, that's great then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Jack Bob.
I've got I don't know if I know Rick knows Hank. Shoot, I don't know his last name.
Hank Daniels.
Hank Daniels?
Hank Daniels. He. Let me see. I think I'm feedback. All right, there we go. He just recently moved back to town. He went to South with Rick and I. He moved to New Orleans to go work for GE for a long time. He does development work. And he just recently moved back over to this area. He came over to the house this weekend, and he's definitely interested in joining up the space. And he's got a lot of experience doing CNC machines. He's does a lot of like kayaking and sailing and stuff like that. But he's got he is definitely interested. I think he's going to try and come down to the space on Monday maybe and hang out for a bit, check out what we've got and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be a pretty good addition to the group, I think.
Yeah, we were on senior project team together, so yeah, he's pretty good. He knows his stuff.
Definitely. Did anybody else have anything that we need to discuss tonight?
Nothing else on the agenda.
Okay.
Not business related, but I think I fixed the printer. The 3D
Excellent.
Printer.
What happened?
Well,
Yeah, what happened?
I just did a bunch of recalibration.
Oh, okay.
But I went through everything,
but I've got both extruders running now.
Oh, awesome.
The white film
and then from the left one works.
Cool. There is one thing I needed to bring up. I got an email from the guys over at Public Labs, the one that we got that printer from, and there's a mailing list in Google Groups that they asked me to sign up on, and I can forward the list to you guys. But it's basically some maintenance tips and things that they want us to look at that they've noticed, because they give these printers out to other places as well. And some of them was greasing one of those idler pulleys on the left side, and something about a voltage regulator that may or may not be a problem. But and they also wanted me to fill out the information about our printer. They didn't have our serial number in it, so. But that's pretty much it.
Cool. Yeah, if you'll send that out, we'll definitely take a look at it.
Okay. And I'm working with the library to try to do some PR stuff for this event coming up in March, and we may end up being on the news.
All right.
We're going to try to do an interview with a couple of us.
Do you know when and where? Are they going to do it at the library?
No, I just talked to her tonight. She's going to try to do it a few days before the event, and it will probably be at the library.
Okay.
So if anybody feels like going on, the nightly news and being interviewed, let me know.
Yeah, I think whoever ends up doing it, we definitely want to try and come up with like a coherent message.
Mm-hmm.
3D printing is post scarcity.
Yeah, I think they're going to want a demo. It'd be nice to maybe get them down at the space, but we'll see. I'll get more details when she lets me know.
On that note, does anybody know anybody that might be involved with, or know some people like that are involved with this new technology park that's going in at Auto Row?
Where?
It's RSI is one of the big people that are in it, that rural sourcing.
Oh, okay. My old boss works over there.
So I mean that's the only connection I know through it.
Really?
Or that I've
Okay.
heard of.
Cool. Well, I'm wondering if maybe we can try and get some either some money or some equipment or something from those guys with the park going in and all that kind of stuff. I know rural sourcing's big thing is sort of, coming into areas like ours where we don't have a huge um, pool of talent to build up for, as far as IT staff and to, sort of build that on location as opposed to doing a lot of outsourcing or offshore work and stuff like that. So I was just curious, maybe. So my old director actually works for RSI, so I may try and see what the deal is. Maybe we can get some money or some equipment or something like that. All right. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
No.
Oh, I think you're muted, Rick. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I said, see everybody Saturday morning.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys Saturday morning.
All right, guys.
All right.
Try to be there.